Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live here on a Wednesday evening, this July 30th, 2025. I want to welcome you to the All 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. Glad you can join me. I apologize for being a little bit late, but as you know, there are a few things that go on here that make it very difficult for Johnny G to function sometimes, but not because of me, because of other things. But I'm glad I am here to feature some cool 45s. Actually, they're all requests tonight except for the first, four. I threw in four records to start her off. We wait for everybody to come in here, but welcome, folks. We are here on live on YouTube, also live on Oldies and More Radio from 9 to midnight. We'll do a little bit of overtime here. My show is ready for tomorrow, so I don't have to really be up late. It was funny. I had to, some of you were in there. I had to do a test of a record. Actually, I tested a couple things because I wasn't sure about a couple records. I'm doing a countdown tomorrow. What is it? It's an Oakland count. Is it KWBR Reed? It's Don Barksdale's station. So I'm going to do a countdown. It was I think it's a top 25. It's probably about a top 30, but there were a couple of records I wasn't sure that the copyright police were going to allow, and they did. But there was one that Paul Greco wanted to hear that I said I was going to try out because the last time I featured Jesse Hill, we were shut down. It played, but when the show goes through the filters, it shut it down, at least on the YouTube. If I was just on Oldies and More, it would be okay. But we got a lot of people like the visual, so cannot play any Jesse Hill records here on the program, at least not here on YouTube, because they will. They'll block it in all the countries. It's unfortunate, but you think they would want it. But anyway, but thank you all for being here. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and click that bell. There's a drop-down arrow, and you want all notifications when Johnny G goes live. Again, I was a little bit late today, so I apologize, but we opened up tonight with a request for a listener, David Dallison, with this group out of Detroit, and the members were, I think I featured them not too long ago. They played in the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, and others were members of MOTOWN's instrumentation band, and later on known as the Funk Brothers. But these are the San Remo Strings, and this one, I guess because they were on Rick Tick Records, and then when Rick Tick Records was kind of like absorbed by Berry Gordy Jr., they went on the Gordy record label. And this was their last release for the Gordy label from April 1967. Charted number 38 on KYOK. If you were listening in Houston, Texas, for David Dallison, the San Remo Strings, and a tune called Festival Time. Well, it's always festival time here on the Vinyltreasure Show. So sit back here and watch the record spin round and round, or listen if you are on Oldies and More Radio. We're going to open up the vocal portion here as we stay in Detroit, Michigan. For this singer, had 11 releases, I think 11, I would say, overall releases between 1959 and 1965, and never really having a hit, unfortunately, but he did have regional hits and recorded for a number of different labels like MGM, Epic, Philips, Wingate. And this one that I'm featuring is on the Tough record label. This was his very last single, I think, released in November of 1966. Ronnie Seavoy. Ronnie Seavoy is his name on the Tough record label. This is our vocal opener. The song is called Pitfall. Ronnie Seavoy.
I'm just an average guy. Why the
Yeah, Johnny G always always ends up with a pitfall. There you go, our vocal opener there. Ronnie Seavoy, who said it? Malcolm, you said that Ronnie Seavoy is Al Kent's brother? Interesting. Didn't know that. From November 1966, that's the final release for Ronnie Seavoy on the Tough record label. Pitfall is the name of the tune. It's fun finding that record out in the wild for 10 cents. Always fun. It was really lots of fun in when I had no money and I was going to all the flea markets to look for the 45s. But let us continue here. And let's go to this gal from Brooklyn, New York. First recording back in 1963 for the ABC Paramount record label, but she would have other releases on different labels, Gold Records, Blue Cat. In 1966, she signed with Cameo Records. She had 4 releases on the Cameo record label. This was her first. And this tune written by session guitarist Al Gorgoni and Chip Taylor, and this was written for the motion picture Step Out of Your Mind. Did anybody ever see that flick, Step Out of Your Mind? I don't think so. Sounds like a wild movie, but this one from June of 1966. Let's give a listen to Evie Sands. Evie Sands on the Cameo record label. It's called Picture Me Gone, Evie Sands.
Picture me, someone else's arms. Picture me, making love to you. You think I don't know, but baby, I've got eyes and I can see that some other girl is making you look twice at me. So baby, when you look me over, before you tell me that it's over, picture me with someone else's arms. Picture me with someone else. Are you sure you can go on? Picture me gone, baby. Picture me gone, yeah.
I guess can we call that can we call that motion picture music? I guess we can do that. There you go, Evie Sands. That's her first of 4 on the Cameo record banner there, June 1966 release. Picture Me Gone is the name of the tune. Picture Johnny G on your TV screen, those of you watching Johnny G on the TV screen. Am I sounding okay? Those of you tuned into the program, we got a big crowd again, and thank you all for being here. As we continue here, I added this one. This is actually a flip side from last week. I featured this singer by the name of Spencer, who was really Robert Spencer, played the A side of his first of 2. I had to look for somebody requested another Spencer record. I have one other one by him. You know, he's got 3. I forgot. A UK listener typed it on my Facebook wall. I forgot. Who you are. Send me an instant message. I forgot that. Darn. But let's flip over his first of it's the first of 3, Charlie, not first of 2 on the Midtown record label. The last week we heard We Gotta Love That Is Out of Sight, and this is the B-side here. Now, the B-side of this record is actually a cover. This song was first done by Harry Janes and the Jane Men. I think that's what it is, on the Josie label in March of 1965. But this is from December 1965. Wait a minute here. Writer credit on this reads Richard Rosenblatt, who is really Richie Cordell's real name. Well, he wrote it for Harry Janes, though. But let's give a listen to this version from December 1965. Spencer on the Midtown record label, and his rendition of the tune My Baby's Coming Home. This is Spencer. Here you go, folks.
My baby called me on the phone today. She told me she was on her way. My baby's coming home. My baby's coming home. Soon there's gonna be a knock on my door, and I won't be alone anymore. My baby's coming home. Gonna dust off her favorite chair. I just can't wait to see her sitting there. My baby's coming home. My baby's coming I'm gonna dust off her favorite chair. I just can't wait to see her sitting there. My baby's coming home. My baby's coming home. That's where she belongs. Oh, my baby's coming home. My baby's coming home.
Yeah, there you go with the sound of Spencer. Spencer, Robert Spencer's his name. December 1965. Reed, I thought I saw 3 on a 45 Cat. It was like another kind of like a white promo was the third release there. I think if you go to the top there, sometimes when you call up those on the if you go on 45 Cat, I've those of you that are members, I talk to Reed about 45 Cat a lot because he is one of the monitors on the 45 Cat website. I mean, you can sign in. You don't have to you don't have to pay anything, but it's actually pretty cool to be on that site, because when I'm out and about and I'm looking to see if I own a record or not, I can go there and see if I have my name checked off. Because I think I'm Johnny G on there. I think that's what my code is. I forget what it is. But I go there, and it's not always complete. I tell Charlene really not to go there when you go and count the number of releases, because they are missing stuff, especially if you go look at the 50s things, because if you didn't know that some of these artists recorded back in the 1940s and have 78s, then when you go and you say, well, here's their first release, it's not their first release, because you're looking at the 45. They should, I don't know if they could combine it. I think they're probably two separate entities, because I think it's called 45 Worlds. But I do find that on the 45 Worlds, the dates are more accurate. A lot of people are entering the data themselves, and they don't check. They don't look if it's, and I tell Charlene all the time, I says, be careful of the dates on 45 Cat. If you see that there's a Billboard or a Cashbox or a Record World, I guess you can go with it, and not always. And sometimes, you know, I got into an argument with somebody about dating these records, because you can go to, what is that, ARSA or ASRA website, and there's some cool radio station surveys there, because certain records may have been released locally before they were sent out to the to other radio stations, or to Billboard or Cashbox to be reviewed. And sometimes records were never sent out to Billboard or Cashbox or Record World. So, and therefore, you don't even really know the date. But I try to look, and I try to be precise as much as I can. Listen, it's good enough for government work. That's what I say. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let us continue here. And I used to go to a flea market in Yonkers, New York. It was the Yonkers Raceway Flea Market. And there was a guy that was into 78s. He would set up there. So he says to me, he says, you know, I run the dry cleaning place just down the block here. And if you want to stop in, I got some 45s, and they're all mint, but they have slight warps in them. And you can have them if you want for 25 cents each. So I said, okay, let me go. They were like cool picture sleeves, and there were lots of styrenes and whatnot. But this record was in there, this next record. I ended up getting a promo copy that was not with a slight warp, but this has a slight warp on it. And one of the worst warps to fix are styrene warps, I will tell you that much. But this is a great tune also, as we go back to Detroit. And you might know this group's debut single from February 1962, came out on the Chex record label, was a song called I Love You. The group was known as The Volumes. After their two releases on Chex, I think they did another couple on the Jubilee label, and then a nice one they do on Old Town Records, and then they did two on the American Arts label. This is their first, this tune written by Duke Browner. It features Eddie Union on lead. And this song bubbled under. It should have did better. It was number 117 on the Billboard chart, but it was a big number one record if you were tuned in tuned in to WJOM, Charlene, in Cleveland, Ohio. Got to ask Daryl about that. WJOM she has here out of Cleveland, Ohio. From August 1964, folks, let's give a listen to The Volumes on American Arts. The song is called Gotta Give Her Love. The Volumes. Here you go.
Keep heart. You gotta give her love. You gotta give her love. You gotta give her love. Give her love. You gotta give her love. I'm telling you, you gotta give her love. Now if you want her to be happy and you want her to stay, you gotta treat her kind and gentle, yeah, each and every day. You gotta give her love. You gotta give her love. You gotta give her love. Give her love. You gotta give her love. I'm telling you, you gotta give her love. Now, go find a girl who left you behind and give her love and peace of mind. That's the only way you can win her heart back again. You gotta give her love. You gotta give her, yeah, 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 love. You gotta give her love. Give her love. You gotta give her love. I'm telling you, you gotta give her love. You gotta give her love. You gotta give her love. You gotta
I like that tune there by the Volumes there. That's their first of two on the American Arts record label, August 1964. That high falsetto, that's the lead singer there, Eddie Union. It wasn't with the group for their entire career, because he would eventually leave the group, but he was on that tune. The Volumes, Gotta Give Her Love is the name of the tune. You got to give Johnny G love here on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. If you like what you're hearing, please give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends about this program. It's the first show of the week. I will be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. with that countdown from May 22nd, 1959. Where were you on May 22nd of 1959? Well, I was not yet one. So anyway, but let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. This group is out of Hempstead, Long Island, and they formed back in 1966. They had 4 releases on the Atco record label, and Arch requested their first, and the lead singer co-wrote this tune. His name is Sonny Bottari. This charted number 8 on WAVZ in New Haven, Connecticut from December of 1966. Let's give a listen to Aesop's Fables is the name of the group on the Atco label. This is for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Hidin' My Love, Aesop's Fables.
Reminiscing about our love has brought me such confusion. Sympathizing with myself for being disillusioned. Hiding all my fears, hiding all my tears. I guess I'm just hiding from love. Sitting home alone, thinking about you, laughing at myself for being such a fool. I'm hiding all my fears, hiding all my tears. I guess I'm just hiding from love. Love gave me joy, and it made me feel sad. It started out so good, but it left me so bad. I lost all my pride, forced me to hide. Love brought me down and it made me a clown. Laughing on the outside, 'cause I'm crying in my heart. Don't know where to turn, don't know where to start. I'm hiding all my fears, hiding all my tears. I guess I'm just hiding from love. Hiding, 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 hiding from love. Hiding, no, 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 baby. Please come on home. I need you. Whoa, whoa, girl. Come on
Here you go. Whoops. By request for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. That's Aesop's Fables. Aesop's Fables from December 1966. That's their first of four for the Atco record label. His name is Sonny Boltari. He's the lead singer on that. It's called Hidin' My... Will I say it right? Yeah. Hidin' My Love is the name of the tune. They also have, they also recorded for the Cadet Concept record label. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Edmund Williams. He is at work, but he kind of tunes in temporarily as he comes in here to the Vinyltreasure show. And I lost my place here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. As, of course, you know that Edmund requests both sides of, not always, but we're going to play both sides of this record because I like the flip side too. And this group formed while they were attending Booker T. Washington High School in Memphis, Tennessee, and they recorded for Stax Records in 1964, and then they moved over to the Volt record label a year later. Edmund requested their third release on the Volt label, and it features John Gary Williams on lead. This charted number 32 on WOLF in Syracuse, New York from April 1966. Let's give a listen to the Mad Lads. The Mad Lads on the Volt label. The song is called Sugar, Sugar, going out to Edmund Williams.
She's got that certain little way of acting that makes
Sugar, sugar, sugar,
There you go with the sound of the the Mad Lads here on the Vinyltreasure show. That was their what did I say? Their third release for the Volt record label. That's John Gary Williams on lead. Sugar Sugar is the name of the tune from April 1966. Now Edmund also requested the flip side, which also charted, but charted on WAOK in Atlanta, Georgia. And I found this record in the wild too. I used to find some really cool records back in the day, and we're talking about like the late 1970s into the early 1980s. There were lots of records around. Not anymore, but this is a great ballad. I think they did this on the what's it called, that show down south. They DJ Haas, he was the MC there. Was it called The Beat, I think? But I think they performed this, and they got some really cool dance steps to this record. I could just see them dancing. But again, it features John Gary Williams on lead from April 1966. This is the B-side of Sugar Sugar by the Mad Lads. The song is called Come Closer to Me. This is going out to Edmund Williams in Queens, New York.
When you're in bed with your brother, and your sister, she's down on you too, baby, you feel the whole world is against you, baby. This is what I want you to do. Come closer to me, closer to me, closer to me, closer to me. Now when your next door neighbors are talking about you, making you feel kinda small, girl, so small, making you feel so unwanted, till nobody loves you at all. Come closer to me, closer to me, closer to me, closer to me. Love would be love without you. I'm the right guy, can't you see? When you're in need of a loved one, darling, darling, come closer to me. Now when your friends all turn against you, leaving you so all alone, making you feel so unwanted, baby, just reach for your telephone, it'll bring you closer to me, closer to me, it'll bring you closer to me, my baby, closer to me, I need you closer to me, come on, my baby, closer to me,
I'm telling you, folks, that I like that record a lot. Those are the Mad Lads there by request for listener Edmund Williams. Come Closer to Me. I'm telling you, they do those cool moves on that the Beat TV show. I think it's on I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. You can check it out. That's April 1966, their third release on the Volt record label. Come Closer to Me. Prior to that, we heard Sugar Sugar, and the lead singer John Gary Williams had to leave the group He served in the military between 1966 and 1968. He would rejoin the group upon his return from Vietnam, and then he remained with them until they broke up, which I think was in 1972 or so. And then he began, I think, a solo career. But I think he unfortunately passed away. But that's a great record. I like that song a lot. Thank you, Edmund, for requesting that. Let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Now fill a request for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Now, he requested the great Sam Cooke. I get so many requests. I can't tell you how many records, and some I couldn't even find because we played them maybe less than a year ago, and they're not in the places where they should be. And that's the problem with finding the records for Johnny G. But anyway, James Brown requested his 7th release for the RCA record label. It's a song he wrote. This is produced by Hugo and Luigi. It was arranged by Renee Hall, and this was a pretty big record for him. I think James requested both sides. We're going to flip it over also. From January 1964, this charted number 11 on Billboard, number 1 on the R&B chart, and was number 1, I think, in a couple of other places too. From January 64, the great Sam Cooke on RCA Records. And anytime Johnny G is on live, it's always good news. This is going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Good news.
All my babies coming home tomorrow. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? Baby's coming home tomorrow. Ain't that news? Man, ain't that news? I got a letter just the other day telling me that she was on her way, and she wanted me to meet her at the station. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? In the letter, she told me she still loved me. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? In the letter, she told me she loved me. Ain't that news? Man, ain't that news? She said she's sorry that she left. Found out she don't want nobody else. Said she wants me all to herself. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? Ain't that news? Ain't that good news? Man, I know that's good news. My baby's coming home tomorrow. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? I'm gonna have her a party at the station. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? Have a party at the station. Ain't that news? Man, ain't that news? I can't wait to get her home where we can finally be alone. Disconnect my telephone. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? Ain't that news? Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? My baby's coming home tomorrow. Ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? Good news. Good news. Ain't that good news? Ain't that news? Good news. Good news.
There you go. That one there going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. The sound of Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke with his 7th release for the RCA record label. Good News is the name of the tune. We're going to flip it over here because on the flip side, he's doing a song originally done back in 1929. Folks. Requests in the chat room. Michelle, that record, Rick and the Keens, is a Saturday night show for that tune. Okay. That is a doo-wop group. And we lean soul here on a Wednesday evening. So let's flip over that Good News by Sam Cooke from January 1964. And this is a cover of a 1929 Louis Armstrong tune that came out on the Bluebird record label, a tune written by Spencer Williams, another Hugo and Luigi production, arranged by Joe Hooven. Is Joe Hooven the one that went on to Double Shot Records, I think? Is that his name? I think it is. But anyway, here you go for James Brown in our YouTube chat room, January 64, Sam Cooke, the B-side to Good News. The song is called Basin Street Blues for James Brown.
Basin Street, Basin Street, that's the place where my friends all meet. Down in New Orleans, in that land of dreams. And you don't know how nice it seems. It's dear to me, yes sirree. And that's the place I'm sure longing to be, where I can lose these old Basin Street blues. No, Basin Street, my Basin Street, where the young and the old folk meet. Down in New Orleans, in that land of dreams. You don't know how nice it really seems, but it's dear to me, yes sirree. And that's the place I'm sure longing to be, where maybe I can lose these old Basin Street blues. And oh man, I'm talking about Basin Street, Basin Street, where the folk who know what's happening to me down in New Orleans, in the land of dreams. And you don't know how nice it seems, or just how much it really means. Dear to me, yes sirree. It's dear to me, yes sirree. Can you see why I wanna lose these old Basin Street blues? Oh, I wanna go where I can lose these old Basin Street blues.
Yeah, great sound of Sam Cooke here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go, by request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room. That is the B-side to Good News, song entitled Basin Street Blues, January 64 release. Johnny G is your DJ for a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for tuning into this program. If you have a request, I see we have a Grammy in the chat room. If you do have a request, the best way to get it to Johnny G is to email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And if I have the record, I'll feature it here on the program. I don't have everything. And again, this is my soul show, so I feature stuff, you figure between transitional doo-wop on the soul side into the early 1970s. I think we don't go past 73, maybe 75, pushing it, but I don't play many of the 70s, maybe the early 70s from like 1970, 71, maybe 72, but most of the things that I play on this Wednesday evening show are from the 1960s. And I think that was, the music was ever changing so quickly from the 1950s. So if you have a vocal group record from the 1950s, that'll be played on my Saturday night show. And I play those records by year. So when you tune into that program, beginning at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube and also on Oldies and More Radio, you'll hear the early 50s styles. So I get like the early groups, the pioneer groups from like 1951, 52, but I play them in blocks, and it could be from 1 to 15 in the block. It all depends on the requests I get for that week. When there's lots of requests, and you should send alternates in case I don't have them all, because I don't have them all. Sometimes I still buy records, I still do that, and I still look for requests that I have a request here we're going to play for Leonard Mancini. That's a great tune, which is why I ended up buying it. But that's the best way. And if you know the release date, you'll know when it's going to be played. And the show is long on Saturday night. I think Oldies and More posted from midnight to 1. No, from 9 to 1. Usually it was supposed to be from 9 to midnight. But the show has exploded here on the scene. And also, I guess the visual of it and really gives it a different dynamic. My experiences about my record collecting, it's just not playing records, it's more than that. I try to make this both entertaining and informative and enjoyable for the listeners, and in how I do my presentation. So I hope you all like what I'm doing. If you do, please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up. That's good, because the YouTube is sometimes very difficult to deal with as far as the copyright police go. But anyway, let us continue here. And I have to say, many of you have discovered this show, as did Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. And he is a great listener and watcher to have in the chat room with all his knowledge. And plus, he's a musician, too. And he knows all this music here. I try to provide a history of this rhythm and blues and soul music here when I do that. So Busta is very knowledgeable when it comes to that, and this is a request that Busta made, and he actually wants to send this one out to Johnny G and also to Charlene. Charlene assists me. She is my administrative assistant. She helps me. I sometimes am difficult with her. I try not to be, but sometimes when you have a father with dementia, it sometimes gets very difficult, and sometimes it's very trying. But this is my getaway. It was funny because the VA nurse was here the other day, and she said to me, Johnny G, you got to break away from that. So really the way, and really for anything that is in a depressing type scene, the music always kind of makes everything better. And that's how I look at it. But anyway, thank you, Busta Bass, for discovering the show and for your requests and for being here in the chat room. And he requested this tune that, this is my aunt's copy of this 45. And this is this group, I should say this duo, first recording for Morris Levy's, well, actually before Morris Levy, they recorded for the Marlin record label. This is a really old write-up, Charlene, okay? But then they did sign with Morris Levy's Roulette Records after that in 1962. But they also, they would move on to Stax Records in 1965, had some very big hits, like Soul Man and Hold On, I'm Coming and others, but they only had 10 releases for the Stax label. Too bad. But they did move on to Atlantic, I think, after that. But Busta requested their 10th release, this tune written and produced by Isaac Hayes and David Porter, who did tons and tons of writing and producing for the Stax artists on the label. This charted number 9 on Billboard, number 8 on Cashbox, number 4 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record if you were listening to KGAR in Vancouver, Washington. They are Sam Moore and Dave Prater, better known as Sam and Dave. This one from January 1968 by request for Busta Bass, sending it out to Johnny G and to Charlene. Sam and Dave with I Thank You for Busta.
I want everybody to get up off your seat and get your arms together and your hands together and give me some of that old soul clapping. You didn't have to love me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. You didn't have to squeeze me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. If you took your love somewhere else, I wouldn't know what it meant to be loved to death. You make me feel like I've never felt you. Kiss is so good I have to holler for help. You didn't have to squeeze me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. You didn't have to hold me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you.
Every day there's something new. You pull out your bag and you find to do. You got to try new things too, just so I can keep up with you. You didn't have to shake it like you did, but you did, but you did.
And I thank you.
You didn't have to make it like you did, but you did, but you did.
And I thank you.
All my life I've been shortchanged. Without your love, baby, it's a crying shame. And now I know what the fellas talking about when they say that they're being good enough. I wanna thank you,
Thank you.
thank you, thank you, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank
Got to say. Didn't have to love me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. You didn't have to hold me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you.
thank you, baby. Got to thank,
Thank
There you go. There you go. There, the great sound of Sam and Dave as requested by Busta Bass. Sending it out to Charlene. No, Charlene is in Huntsville, Texas. Barbara Moreau is Johnny G's girlfriend. No, Charlene. But Charlene has been with Johnny G for a long time. How long has that been, Charlene? I forget how long. And, it was funny because Charlene, I don't know how she found out about my program. I used to be on another network, and I was taking requests, and she sent me an email. I think that's how it went, Charlene. I must still have it. And she said to me, Johnny, can you play a Bob and Justine song? I think that was it, Charlene. Wasn't it Drive-In Movie you asked me for? That was on my 50 show. Of course, those of you that know Bob and Justine, they were dancers on American Bandstand. So they cut a record. I think it totally bombed, but I had it because I collect a lot of records, and so I had it and I played it for her. And so I don't know what happened. She said, I was like, oh, Charlene, I don't know, I'm not going to be able to do this. Can you? She goes, Johnny, I can try to help you. And I said, well, Charlene, do you know Excel? And she's like, no, but maybe you can show me how to do Excel. I could ask my son. We have it on the machine. So Charlene learned Excel, and I'm not going to give Charlene's age, okay? But she's a little bit older than Johnny G, and I'm 66. So anyway, but she has been helping me for a long time, and she is a big part of the program. But anyway, thank you, Charlene. And that one there by request for Busta Bass. That was Mr. Sam and Dave. Their last release from January 68 on the Stax label. Then they ended up on Atlantic. I Thank You is the name of the tune. And I thank you for tuning in, all of you, in the on Oldies and More Radio, also on the YouTube stream. Let us continue here and received an email today for I had it here. Yeah, for Hauncey, who is in our YouTube chat room. And thank you for your email, Hauncey. And yes, if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And he requested this group that formed back in 1966 at Luke Air Force Base in Arizona. And they had three releases, I guess we'll say. One was on the Chartmaker label, which I don't think I have. Then another on the Wind Hit label, which I don't have. But I do have their third release. This came out on a label called Pathway Records, co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is James Mitchell. And this is a true... I would call this the true first press, because the other press is like that a funky looking label, but I think this is the true first press. From November of 1967, going out to Hauncey in our YouTube chat room. Let's give a listen to the Servicemen on the Pathway label. The song is called My Turn. Here you go.
My turn to hurt you. You've been hurting me so long, and now I know it's true. I know it's true. You've been doing me so wrong, so wrong. My turn to hurt you. You've been treating me so bad. You have made my little heart feel blue. You've made my life so
There you go, by request. By request for Hauncey in our YouTube chat room. That's a great sound of the Servicemen. The Servicemen from November 1967, and that's on the Pathway record label. My Turn is the name of the tune that features James Mitchell on lead. Hope you're digging on the tunes here as we continue on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We fill a request now for listener David Vilma in our YouTube chat room, and he wanted to hear tunes by Mary Wells. I have a twin spin for David on Mary Wells, and of course this was her second of hold on a second, I messed this one up. It's like I did need to go to page 2. is cut off in the middle here. As we head to Detroit, Michigan for the sound of Motown here. She signed with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Motown label back in 1960. Her debut single was a song called Bye Bye Baby that came out on the Pink Motown record label. She went on to have 13 releases for the Motown label before she left in 1964. And let's give a listen to her 7th release. This tune written and produced by Smokey Robinson. This charted number 15 on the Billboard chart, number 5 on the R&B chart, and a big number 3 record if you were tuned in to WEEL in Washington, D.C. from January 1963, going out to David Vielma in our YouTube chat room. Mary Wells and her tune called Laughing Boy.
Laughing boy, that's what they used to call you before you found a new love to take my place. Laughing boy, that's what they used to call you. You always wore a smile upon your face. But as I look at you now, I know that somehow the smile you're wearing is untrue. Laughing boy, I think you're blue. Your new love, she really must have hurt you. She really must have filled your heart with pain. 'Cause I know you well. And you could never fool me. I notice somehow you're not the same. As I look at you now, and I know that somehow when you say you're happy, you're lying. Laughing boy, I believe you've been crying. Don't you know that it's true? I still love you just as much as I did before. So laughing boy, come on home. Laughing boy, come on home. Laughing boy, and smile once more.
There you go. That one there going out to David Vielma in our YouTube chat room. The sound of Mary Wells. That was her, what did I say? That was her 7th release for the Motown record label from January 1963. Laughing Boy is the name of the tune. Who do a twin spin with her. She would leave Motown to sign with 20th Century Fox Records. She had 8 maybe 6. My 6s and 8s. My cataracts are not ripe yet, but this was her 2nd release for the 20th Century Fox record label. And the flip side of this tune was her last national hit, a song called Use Your Head. But I'm going to play the flip side of that because I like this side. Well, I like both sides of this record, really. But this did chart and this was a number 14 record on KORL out of Honolulu, Hawaii. A tune written by Rudy Clark, and who'd you say that, Mark? Andre Williams produced it from December 1964. A twin spin with Mary Wells going out to David Vielma in our YouTube chat room. Mary Wells with Ever-Loving Boy.
Ever-loving boy, I can see you're still in love with me. In love with me the same way that you used to be. Time has never changed you. Oh no, ever-loving boy, I can't tell because I know you well. You love me like you love me since the day we fell. Time has never changed you. Oh no, we had a fight, but here tonight we kissed again. We kissed and then you caressed me the way I love, and I think my lucky star above for you, ever-loving boy. Don't you know I've always loved you so, and that is why it makes me oh so glad to know that time has never changed you, ever-loving boy. Ever-loving boy, don't you know I've always loved you so, and that is why it makes me oh so glad to know that time has never changed you, ever-loving boy. He's my boy, pride and joy. That's why I call him ever-loving boy.
Yeah, great sound of Mary Wells here. Johnny G losing it. Let me just, what was my page here? L7, page 8. I got 9 pages. Here we go, page 8. This will work. Oh, Johnny, come on. And there you go, twin spin for David Vilma in our YouTube chat room. We heard Laughing Boy first on the Motown record label, followed it up with Ever-Loving Boy, as done by Mary Wells on the 20th Century Fox record label, her a second of 6 for 20th Century Fox. It didn't really work out for her, unfortunately. I think Mark Spec told me that 20th Century Fox lured her because possibly for movies, but it never really happened for her. It was unfortunate. Then she went on to Jubilee Records also, and I think just couldn't find that hit again. It was so unfortunate for her, and then unfortunately she passed away. She had throat cancer, very sad thing, but she left us with some really great music, I have to say. Ever-Loving Boy is the name of the tune. Let us continue here and fill a request for listener Mark Spec. And I used to buy, when the record dealers, they knew that I was running labels. So I run the Smash label, and I was telling them, I said, look, if you're going to sell me promo copies of the same song on both sides, I'm going to get gypped. So I'm not going to pay more than $1 for those records. And they sold them to me for $1 as I paid. I don't know what this goes for. Mark, maybe you know. But he requested Jay and the Techniques. Jay and the Techniques, this group out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, said Jay Proctor was. He's the lead singer. And this was their final single on the Smash label. Came out in August of 1969, a tune written by Ray Whitley and produced by Jerry Ross. And this charted number 93 on WILK in, is it Wilkes Bar, Pennsylvania? Did I say it right again? I always mess that up. This tune, first done in 1964, the Tams recorded it not on a single. It was on their LP. If you have the LP, I don't have it, called Presenting the Tams. Okay, but this is a request for Mark Spec in our YouTube chat room, August 69. Jay Proctor on lead. It's Jay and the Techniques on the Smash label. The song is called Dancing Mood for Mark Spec in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Mark.
When you feel that beat, you got to move your feet. You got to clap your hands. It's got to hold you so you feel it deep inside. Darling, you cannot hide. So let's get in a dancing mood. Me and your baby now. Get in a dancing mood. Come on, girl. Well, it feels so good. You got nothing to lose. So let's get in a dancing mood. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, the band is swinging, everybody's singing, moving around the floor. Well, it sounds so sweet, you really feel that beat. So get out of your seat. Everybody, come on and get in a dancing mood. Come on, baby, dance with me. Get in a dancing mood. Girl, girl, listen to me. Well, it feels so good, you got nothing to lose. So let's get in a dancing mood. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sure, got to do it now. Listen. Hey, little girl, I wanna dance with you. Take me by my hand. Ooh, yeah. Squeeze it tight. We're gonna dance all night. Tell me that you understand. Everybody, come on now. Get in a dancing mood. All I wanna do is dance with you, baby. Get in a dancing mood. Well, 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 well. Here we go one more time. Listen, when you feel that beat, you got to move your feet. You got to clap your hands. Got to hold you so you feel it deep inside. Darling, you cannot hide. Get in a dancing. Look, God, I wanna dance with a girl. Get in a dancing. Show 'em, listen to this. Well, it feels so good. You got nothing to lose. So let's get in a dancing. Dance, 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 dance. Get in a dancing. One more time, baby, let's play that song. Get in a dancing. Come on, we're gonna dance along. Well, it feels so good. You got nothing to lose.
There you go. By request from Mark Spec in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Jay and the Techniques. Jay Proctor on lead. That one there on the Smash record label. That's their final release for Smash Records. Their 8th release from August 69. Dancin' Mood is the name of the tune. Now, you know, my aunt, she wore out her copy of Baby Make Your Own Sweet Music. That was her favorite record by Jay and the Techniques. Johnny G is your Wednesday disc jockey here. Thank you all for being here. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Also live on Oldies and More Radio as we continue here. And let's fill a request now for listener Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. This was another 45 that my aunt had in her collection. This duet. I think, well, even before Reed, did they have a single prior to Al Silver's Ember release in late 1958? I always thought that was their debut single, which I do have. I do have that 45. They were Welton Young and Brenda Lee Jones, a.k.a. Dean and Jean. And they would sign with Rust Records in 1962. They had 10 releases on the Rust record label. And Malcolm requested their 5th release, and they both get writer credit on this. This was number 23 on WTRY, if you were listening in Troy, New York, from May 64, going out to Malcolm Baumgarten, our YouTube chat room, Dean and Jean, and their tune called Thread Your Needle for Malcolm.
You better thread your needle, honey, sew your mouth up tight. You better thread your needle, honey, and sew your mouth up tight. Keep out of other people's business for you start a great big fight. Well, now morning, noon, and night, say you always on the phone. Why don't you leave people's business alone and thread your needle, and honey, and sew your mouth up tight. Keep out of other people's business for you start a great big fight. Well, now one day all these people that you always talking about say they are gonna get together and do a little finding out. Well, I can see you now, packing all you want, getting out of town on the first thing going. You better thread your needle, and honey, and sew your mouth up tight. Keep out of other people's business for you start a great big fight. Uh-huh.
There you go, May 64 release there for Dean and Jean, Welton Young and Brenda Lee Jones. That's on the Rust record label. Thread Your Needle is the name of the tune. That's going out to Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat. I'm going to flip this. Johnny G's request is the flip of this, only because my aunt used to play the record. Hold on, folks. Flip the 45 over. Okay, and they do a great rendition on this tune from May of 1964. Dean and Jean. This is the flip side of Thread Your Needle, and this charted too. This was numbered, this was number 91 on the Billboard chart, and this was a number 89 on Cashbox. Maybe this was the A side. This was number 7 on WWGO in Erie, Pennsylvania. From May 1964, the flip side of Thread Your Needle. Dean and Jean with their rendition of the tune, I Wanna Be Loved, for Johnny G.
I wanna be loved, starting tonight.
There you go, Dean and Jean. That's the side that my aunt used to play on her Victrola. She had a 1955 RCA Victrola with a draw that would pull out, you know, and she used to put those metal inserts in the record. Although, yeah, I don't know when they changed. They ended up getting a stereo sometime there where it had the it had the adapter that you can stack the records on. They would drop down. But there you go. That's Johnny G's request for Dean and Jean. We heard earlier Dean and Jean with Thread Your Needle for Malcolm Baumgart. We just played the flip side there, their rendition of the tune I Wanna Be Loved. Johnny G here. On a Wednesday evening, thank you all for being here. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Avatar and also for MOTOWN, because he requested both sides of this 45, but Avatar requested this side, this group that formed while attending high school in Charlotte, North Carolina. First recording for the LG label back in 1959, and they recorded on different labels, I think, from between 1949 and by the time they had this release, which would get picked up by Atlantic Records. But I have the true first press of this, which is on Q City Records. And this tune, written by the guitarist of the group, his name is Odell Grier. The other members of the group were Vernon Hill, Chris Harris, Harold Ford, Robert Gaines, and the lead singer on this, his name is George Bubba Morris. And Luther, where'd you get all this info, Charlene? Luther Maxwell is tenor sax, Amos Williams on guitar, Ronnie Greer on bass, Dallas Steele on the drums, and Odell Greer is on guitar. And there's still another guy. This is a self-contained group, folks. Timothy Donald on baritone sax and Jeremiah Shepard on piano. And they're not done. How many members? James Knight on guitar. They recorded this at Arthur Smith Studios, if you know where that is, in Charlotte, North Carolina. And this is on the first label, Q City Records, which was out of North Carolina. This charted number 3 on WBEE in Chicago, probably when it was on Atlantic. But let's go to November of 1966 and fill a request for listener Avatar and also for MOTOWN, the Delicardos. The Delicardos on Q City. The song is called Got No One. go. That one there going out to Avatar in our YouTube chat room. The sound of the Delicardos. November 1966 on the Q City record label. You know, I think that the Atlantic record, the label, is mastered better than this for some reason. And this is a real one. I bought this from Brian Korn when he was selling Norm's records here. It's called Got No One is the name of the tune. We're going to flip it over here for a listener, Mnon, because he requested the flip side. The two X's are on this side. Charlene, I forgot to print out my the write-up on this side. But let us flip the 45 over here by request for Mnon. The Delicardos from November 1966 on the first label, Q City Records. And the song is called She's the One I Love. This is for Mnon. There you go. That one there going out to Mnon there. The sound of the Delicardos. Delicardos from, was that, I don't know if that was it. Let me just check something on this. Yeah, this is distributed by Phil Walden Record Sales. And this says 451001. Okay, and the other side, yeah, and it's, no, that is the B-side. That is the intended B-side. It says it right on there. It says the matrix number here is 6949B. Okay. But there you go for Mnon, the Delicardos with She's the One I Love from November 1966. Prior to that, we heard the intended A-side for Avatar, Got No One is the name of the tune. Johnny G's got all of you tuned into the Vinyl Treasure Show. Thank you all for being here, tuning into the program. I hope you are enjoying the show tonight. If you are, please give me a thumbs up. We do this show every Wednesday evening beginning at 9 p.m., 9 9 p.m. to midnight right here on YouTube and also Oldies and More. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon with a countdown of Oakland, California radio station where is it? Where did I put it? I put it so. Here it is. It is. The station is KWBR. The original Top 25 is what it is. Don Barksdale, and who's the other guy? Somebody, I can't read it. It's kind of messed up, but I'll talk about it tomorrow more. But it's a very interesting. It's because it's got everything in it. It's got blues. It's got rock and roll. It's got rare group records. It's got things you're going to know. It's got single artists from crooners. It's got a whole bunch of different things. And I had every record. I thought there was one on Winley I didn't have, but I got them all. So we're going to feature them all tomorrow. That's at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But let us continue here. I found this finally, a request for Ron Harry. I don't know if Ron is still with us, but he was in the chat room earlier. Ron, I found your request here. I knew I had it because it was checked off, but it was down in my 70s stash. I've been going. Leonard Mancini sent me a whole bunch of early 70s requests. I mean, early 70s, like 71, 72, and sometimes I messed it up. I was finding stuff from the 60s, late 60s in there. I really messed up when I was sorting through the records. But I found this, and it's a request for listener Ron Harry. Here it is on here. And I have all their records, I think, on Deluxe here. This group called the Manhattans. Okay, the Manhattans. They first recorded for the Carnival record label. They were out of Jersey City, New Jersey. Their first and they have great releases on the Carnival label. Their first 14 are on Carnival. Then they signed with Deluxe in 1969. They had 11 releases on the Deluxe label through 1973. And this is the actually, Charlene, this is the A side, because on the DJ copies of this, and I have a DJ, there's a little star on this. So this is the A side, Charlene. And it's their 7th release that Ron requested on Deluxe. The song, written and produced by Bert Keys and Myrna March, and was also arranged. These are New York people here. It's wait a minute. Okay, it says that the lead singer of the earlier Carnival, George Smitty Smith, would pass away on December 16th, 1970, and he was replaced by Gerald Austin. But I don't know if this was in the can already or not, Charlene. I did see that also about the Manhattan. So, because sometimes Deluxe might. And I got to check the matrix numbers here to be sure, but either way. Okay, this charted number 46 on the R&B chart, number 38 on WTLN in Orlando, Florida. This is the A-side from October 71. Santi, touch of the 70s for you. This is for Ron Harry, the Manhattans on Deluxe. It's called Cry If You Want to Cry. This is for Ron Harry. Here you go, Ron, for you.
Cry if you wanna cry. Please let your tears fall, my baby. Oh, yeah. Cry if you wanna cry. Don't hold your tears back. Cry if you wanna cry. Don't be afraid to show the way you feel. 'Cause anything that's real would upset me. I'm begging you to let me inside. Turn away from foolish pride. I'll be standing by your side. There's nothing to hide.
Oh, there you go. For listener Ron Harry, as the copyright police are out on that tune. Oh, my goodness. We're not starting with that now. I thought I saw that. I got to check. You know what? I got to check some of these 70s releases here. But there you go. That one there going out to Ron Harry. October 1971, the Manhattans on Deluxe Records. Cry If You Want to Cry. Hopefully we will not be crying. But let's... with the shutdown here. But anyway, let's flip it over because Ron also requested the flip side here. This one, a tune co-written by Teddy Randazzo, okay, and again produced by Myrna March and arranged by Bert Keys. And it features Gerald Austin on lead. This also charted number 47 on the R&B chart. Both sides of this 45 charted on the R&B chart. A touch of the 70s here, October 1971. The Manhattans on Deluxe, the flip side of Cry If You Want to Cry. It's called $1,000,000 to 1 for Ron Harry.
Fell in love with you the moment we met. Never thought that it could happen, and yet here we are, me and you, so in love. Now everybody that I know stops and stares. Can't believe that you care. They're all saying you're just wasting your time. Say it again, boy. $1,000,000 to 1. That's what they said would be my chances. $1,000,000 to 1, but the way to say I love you. Never miss the way to say I love you. Funny how a miracle can come true. Here we are, side by side, so in love. I gamble with this love of mine from the start, hoping that I find a way to your heart. And I won, they were wrong too. So tell me now, $1,000,000 to 1. That's what they said would be my chances. $1,000,000 to 1, but I found love here in the warmth of your arms. $1,000,000 to 1. $1,000,000 to 1. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, baby, what I'm gonna do, yeah. $1,000,000 to 1. Don't play with my heart. Don't tear it all apart. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. So believe me, baby,
There you go, by request for listener Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. Touch of the 70s there, the copyright police, they left a little bit, but then they came back. They came back, so they are there. And you got to hit those hard. If you hit if you hit, Amy tells us, if you hit the hearts there on the bottom, that it kind of distracts. The artificial intelligence is what they use to, I guess they screen the live broadcasts, and they're different than, and I found this out, the live broadcasts are different than the uploads, okay, because they really don't know at this time. They know that it identifies copyright material, but they go back to the owners of the content and they say to them, well, you know, this guy can't monetize his video, so you can get all the ad revenue if you let it go. And then usually they say, yes, let it go. So that's normally what happens, which is why the show posts it in its entirety. That's the reason why they do it. But when it's on the live stream, they have different rules and regulations. That's the way I understand it. And I'm not going to go and pay, you know, $10 for every record I play. I have to give them $400. If I play 40 records, $400 for. And how do they even know they're not going to block it? So it becomes another quagmire. So just let me play the records because they're real records. They're your records. I bought these records when they came out or whenever. Let me play them. Anyway, there you go. Great two-sided 45 there, going out to Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. The Sound of the Manhattans. And what do I do with the page here? Yeah, the Manhattans from October 1971, Touch of the 70s. 1,000,000 back with Cry If You Wanna Cry. Well, let us continue here. Fill a request now for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. And, you know, I do, if I don't have the record, I sometimes, and I don't like to buy on eBay anymore because I don't like to pay the sales tax. I'm being honest with you. I don't want to pay sales tax. I need to move to a state like Delaware, Arch, and go from another state that doesn't have sales tax, and I can get back to my old antics of when I used to buy constantly on eBay. And it's the same thing with Discogs. It's just they're going to charge me tax. And believe me, I bought some big records on eBay, like, you know, $3,000 45s, and you could tack on 8.375% on top of that. I don't want to pay that extra on that. Forget that. So I'm not going to do that. But unfortunately, so eBay lost a lot of my business for that. But you know what? Fine. But sometimes I will buy a record if it's because the tax is not a lot on the smaller records. And I bought this one. I saw this one on eBay and I bought it. And it's a request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. Now, this group is I think they're out of Philadelphia. Yeah, they're out of Philadelphia. They are centered around Edward and Jeffrey Esco, and the lead singer on this, his name is Alan Waldman, and they previously recorded back in 1967 as the Liberation News Service on their label Esco Records, which was also local out of Philadelphia. And but then they would change. They would sign with Mercury and have 2 releases on the Mercury label. This was their first, and they changed their name to the Esco, E-S-K-O, the Esco Affair. Okay, and this is arranged by Vince Montanart. Okay, and by the Esco brothers and Bud Ross, whoever that is, from February 1969, going out to Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. Let's give a listen to the Esco Affair. It's on the Mercury record label, and the song is called, and I put this on my omelet in the morning, it's called Salt and Pepper for Leonard Mancini. Here you go.
Salt and pepper, season and spice. She's making everything go right. Salt and pepper, everything nice. She's gonna shake it all night. She spices up my life like salt and pepper. Spicy little girl who makes me feel better. I'm flying high when I seasons up my mind when we're together. I love the game that she's playing, just so I know that she's staying. Baby, you know you really groove me. Salt and pepper, shake it, baby. Salt and pepper, shake it on me, girl. Salt and pepper, shake it, baby. You're so tasty to me. Just so I know that she's staying, baby. You know you really groove me. Salt and pepper, shake it, baby. Salt and pepper, shake it on me, girl. Salt and pepper, shake it, baby. Salt and pepper, shake it on me, girl. Salt and pepper.
That's going out to Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Esco Affair, February 1969. Their first of two for the Mercury record label. Salt and Pepper is the name of the tune. I say you make sure you could pepper your food before you taste it, but you never should salt it before. I would always tell Barbara, "What are you doing?" She says, "I'm putting salt on my eggs. You can't have eggs without salt." I said, "Well, why don't you taste it first?" Because I used to, when I worked for Sony Music in Lyndhurst, New Jersey. So there was I was on the Weight Watcher diet there. I lost a lot of weight too. I lost 106 pounds, I think. So the guy, I used to go there. I always used to be late. I used to go up to the cafeteria, and the guy used to make me an omelet. So he never asked me. So he just salted it. I said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm putting salt on your omelet." I said, "Wait a minute. I'm not supposed to have salt. I have high blood pressure." So the doctor told me to stay away from salt. I mean, you're putting the butter on it. That's salted butter. That will do. But don't add salt. Why are you assuming that? They really should ask you that, but they didn't. The guy, and listen, I'm not going to argue. Not that I had to argue with the guy, but I probably should have specified. But it was then he knew me after that. And I used to get an omelet with... used to get like 3 toppings. I think mushrooms. I used to get mushrooms, tomato, and I think cheese on. And that's salty. Cheese is not good. That is an irritant to your body. Johnny G talking of food here on a Wednesday evening. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Frank Gingaro as... lost my place here, as this is a group out of San Pedro, California, and they first recorded as The Chance for the Night Owl record label. That's Chuck Markoulis Night Owl Records. But that label owner decided to rename the group the Galahads, and they had no relations to the group that recorded for the Delphi label. This is a different Galahads group. Frank requested the A side of the 45, which is a cover tune. This song was first recorded by Jay Wiggins, and this group would cover it, the Galahads. This was first released on the Beechwood label. I have that record on Beechwood, but it's only VG at best. Their other one I have a nice copy of. But this is on Art LeBeau's Starla record label. It features Leon Booker on lead. This charted number 23 on KLFM, if you were listening in Long Beach, California, from May of 1965. Let's give a listen to the Galahads. This one here going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro, the Galahads on the Starla label, and their rendition of the tune, Sad Girl. Here you go, folks.
Sad girl, you look so sad. Did it break your heart? Gee, that's too bad. I guess now you're Open up your heart, girl. Make it set, make a brand new start. Please don't you cry. Just go out and find yourself another guy. Sad girl, you just pour your head high. Things are really gonna change, I know. And cry goodbye, because that's the way love goes. Why don't you know, yeah? Everybody's somebody's fool. Yeah, you know everybody's somebody's fool. Yeah, you know good things gonna come, I know. Need to come back to you. Sad girl,
Yeah, cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, going out to listener Frank Gingaro and his wife Jerry Gingaro. The sound of the Galahads there, May 1965. Their first of two on the Starla record label. Their rendition of the Jay Wiggins tune Sad Girl. That's Leon Booker on lead as we continue here on a Wednesday evening. Fill a request now for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. This singer, originally from Rogers, Texas, he was born Joseph Arrington Jr., but you better know him as Joe Tex. First recording for King Records back in 1955. He would sign with Johnny Vincent's Ace Records in 1958. By 1960, releases followed on Anna and Jaylin, and in 61, he would sign with Buddy Killen's Dial Records, and he had 55 releases on the Dial label through 1979. Let's give a listen to his 21st release, and it's a song he wrote. This is produced by Buddy Killen, and this charted number 44 on Billboard, number 15 on the R&B chart, and a big number 3 record if you were listening to WAMO out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And probably this is a takeoff of another tune. See if you can think in your mind what it could be. This is from November 1966 by request for Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room, Joe Tex. Joe Tex on Dial Records. It's called Papa Was Too. Joe Tex.
Tramp! All right, baby, you can call me that. My papa was. 'Cause I never done working from morning till night, and the money didn't seem to ever come out right. No, no. Papa was a tramp, but he was a lover too. So why can't I do like Papa do? Alright, like a Papa do, like a Papa do now. 'Cause I'm his son. Why can't I be like my daddy? Low down and nasty. Alright, if you wanna call me that, go ahead. I guess Papa was too. Just 'cause I don't take nobody's mess, I'll get mad in a minute and jump in your chest. Low down, alright. Papa was too, but he was a lover too now. So why can't I do like my papa do? Alright, like a papa do now. Like papa do. 'Cause I'm his son. I wanna be like daddy, be like my daddy. Oh, all right, call me Po too. Papa's Papa was. Oh, yes, he was. Just 'cause I got holes in both of my shoes, and I cover them holes with the daily news. Papa was poor. He was a lover too. So why can't I do like my papa do? Alright, like a papa do now, like my papa do. 'Cause I'm his son. Can't you understand? I'm gonna be like my daddy. Be like my daddy. Oh, I'm his son now. Don't you mess with me now.
Yeah, you all guessed it in the chat room. That's a takeoff of the Otis. Well, actually, it's a Lowell Folsom song, Tramp, of course, done by Otis and Carla. But there you go, that tune there for Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat room. The sound of Mr. Joe Tex, November 1966 release, his 21st release for the Dial record label. Papa Was 2 is the name of the tune. Johnny G was also, by the way, as we continue here on the Vinyltreasure show. And fill a request now for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. I wasn't sure I had this, but then I said, well, wait a minute here. I saw it on 45 Cat. I said, this looks familiar. I do have this record. But I can't tell you anything about the group. They're called the Mark V Unlimited, but they use V there. So that's Roman numeral 5, the Mark V Unlimited. This is on the Sagport label, which is out of Chicago, a label owned by Zono Sago, and whose real name was Alan Williams. Now, he was a drummer out of Chicago, recorded for the Abco and the JOB labels back in the day. I have actually records by him. Also for the Emperor and Argo labels. But this is his Sagport label, and he wrote and produced this tune. It's arranged by Jim Porter and released this. Wait, Charlene, this came on Chess earlier in 67? Wait a minute. Arranged by Jim Porter. Okay, and let me see. I don't know what that means, unless they had a release earlier in Chess, I think she was saying. But anyway, let's go to 1969 here for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. The Mark V Unlimited on Sagport Records. The song is called, it's one word with an exclamation point. It's called Gone for Gary McClendon.
My baby.
There you go. That one there going out to Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of the Mark V Unlimited. Have it on the Sagport record label. Charlene's got 1969. It sounds like maybe early 70s sound on that, possibly. A song entitled Gone. The flip side is good too, I think. I have to think a little bit. But let us continue here and fill a request now for listener Ronnie Sherman. And thank you, Ronnie, for all your emails. Hope you're finding some good things at the record shows. And you requested this gal from South Lyon, Michigan. She made her debut back in April of 1962 on the Karen record label with a song called My Heart Went Do-Da-Da-Da, which would then get picked up by Atlantic Records, became her first release for the Atlantic folks. She would end up having 17 releases through 1968. Now, Ronnie requested her 16th release for the Atlantic label, and it's a song she wrote. This tune produced by Ollie McLaughlin, and the uncredited Dells are backing her up on this, as they did on many of her releases. You know, the Dells did lots of background work for many of the artists, and this is from May of 1968 for Ronnie Sherman. Let's give a listen to Barbara Lewis. Barbara Lewis on the Atlantic record label. The song is called On Bended Knees for Ronnie Sherman.
Here you come, my darling. Down upon your knees, you're begging forgiveness, but you won't get it from me. I'm returning that favor that you gave me long ago, and though it hurts me, darling, get up and go. I know that you're hurting, and I'm sad, but still I'm glad that you are feeling that feeling I once had. So long, fare ye well. You'll get used to the pain, and when it's over, then we'll try it once again.
There you go. That one there going out to listener Ronnie Sherman. The great sound of Barbara Lewis. As I lost my place here. Barbara Lewis there on the Atlantic record label. That was her, what did I say, her 16th release for the Atlantic record. She's being backed up by the Dells on that, and you can easily pick them out. The Dells, May 1968 release, On Bended Knees is the name of the tune. Johnny G is on Bended Knees every Wednesday right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. Thank you all for being here. A Saturday show was my largest show ever. I had about 1,000 listeners that came to the program. So, I think I had my highest in the chat room too. I think it was 133. So as that Saturday night show, I expect my Saturday night show to be bigger this coming weekend also, by the way. But let us continue here. And I forgot to show you the picture sleeve on this. This was a record I found in the wild here. It's on Philips Records. It's by George and Teddy and the Condors. Okay, and this was a request for listener Chris Reed. And there's a picture of the group. They're a mixed group here. I'll show it to you if you can see it. There you go. The Philips picture sleeves were really not the greatest. They were all on paper, okay? And they put advertisements on the back here. So Top Talent is on Philips Records, okay? And they have here the Four Seasons, Brian Hyland, Jimmy Clanton, the Serendipity Singers, Woody Herman, I wouldn't call him top, I don't know, Dusty Springfield, Nina Simone, Teresa Brewer, Dizzy Gillespie, Jerry Mulligan, Paul and Paula, and the Swindle Singers. I got to check to see if I have anything by the Swindle Singers. Okay, and it says here, well, wait a minute here. Are these LPs? I mean, are those? I don't think those are true LPs, are they? Are they just putting them in there as a marquee or something? But anyway, there's a picture sleeve with this 45, and I found this in the wild too, for 25 cents. But it's a request for listener Chris Reed. They are George and Teddy and the Condors, okay? And they are out of Detroit, and they would relocate to San Francisco. And I guess they got their name because they were playing a club called the Condor Club. Did anybody ever go to the Condor Club out in San Francisco? Where would that be? Okay, and they wrote this is their second of two on the Philips label from May 1968, going out to Chris Reed, George and Teddy and the Condors. The song is called well, Johnny G is a night person. It's called Night People Make It. This is George and Teddy and the Condors for Chris Reed. Here you go, folks.
When the sun goes down, I dress real
There you go, by request for listener Chris Reed. That's the sound of George and Teddy and the Condors from May 1968. That's on the Phillips record label. Night People Make It is the name of the tune. We're going to do an instant request now for listener Mark Spec in our YouTube chat room. Give me 1 second to turn this over. There's a little bit of styrene crackle in that 45. That's why Johnny G doesn't like styrene 45s. Let's do an instant request here for Mark Spec in our YouTube chat room from May of 66. Let's flip over that George and Teddy and the Condors Night People Make It. The name of the B-side is called So I Cry for Mark Spec. Well, there you go. Jangly guitar on that tune there. That is a mixed group there by, they are the George and Teddy and the Condors. We just played the B-side of the 45 for listener Mark Spec in our YouTube chat room. So I Cry is the name of the tune. Prior to that, we heard the intended A-side on the Phillips record label. Night People Make It is the name of the tune. Johnny G makes it what it is here on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here as we continue here and fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. And this is on the legendary Shrine record label. Now, I only have, I think, three releases I have on, 3 or 4. Can't remember. 3 releases on the Shrine record label. And this gal, she was born in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Her name is Linda Tate. And she first recorded back in 1963 on the Assault label as Linda and the Pretenders, which I think is a pretty rare record. Then she recorded this tune on the Shrine label. This is Eddie Singleton's label, Shrine Records, which was out of Washington, D.C., and he wrote and produced this tune from December 1964 by request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Let's give a listen to Linda and the Vistas. Linda and the Vistas on the Shrine label. The song is called She Went Away. This is for Adrian.
Went away.
And
There you go. That one there going out to listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Linda and the Vistas. I lost my place here, Johnny G. I got my thing on too loud. Linda and the Vistas there from December 1964. It's on the Shrine record label. That's Linda Tate. She's the lead singer there. Linda and the Vistas with She Went Away is the name of the tune. Johnny G not going away yet as we continue here. And we fill a request for listener Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. And he requested The Impressions. The Impressions on the ABC record label. And let me see, Charlene, what do you have here? Okay, this tune written by Curtis Mayfield, produced and arranged by Johnny Pate. This charted, I don't know which number this was though. This charted number 97 on Billboard, number 77 on Cashbox, number 20 on the R&B chart, and it was a big number 7 record if you were tuned into WIGO in it's Atlantic, Georgia? Where's Atlantic, Georgia, Charlene? Maybe Atlanta. I don't know. But anyway, no, it's Atlanta, Georgia. You got Atlantic here. Okay. Okay, February 1967, Curtis Mayfield on lead with The Impressions on ABC Records. It's called You Always Hurt Me. This is going out to Grayland in our YouTube chat room.
Hey girl, you that I love so hard, you and your cold, cold heart, why do you hurt me? You've caused me so much pain, because of love, I'm now insane. Your love and I need it, so why do you hurt me? You always hurt me. Can't you see my love, oh darling? Why won't you love me as I love you? Why won't you mend this heart, this broken heart? Don't hurt me. You always hurt me. Another goal you have achieved so well, I couldn't believe. Made me love and care. What wasn't there? You hurt me. You always hurt me. Can you see my love, oh darling? Why won't you love me as I love you? Why won't you mend this heart, this broken heart? Don't hurt me. You always hurt me, and you know it. You always hurt me when you show it. You always hurt me, little girl. Now you always hurt me. You always hurt me. You always hurt me.
There you go. That one there going out to Graylin in our YouTube chat room there. The sound of The Impressions. That is Curtis Mayfield on lead with The Impressions, and song entitled You Always Hurt Me, and from February 1967. That's on the ABC record label. And we continue here, and we fill a request for Jim Lampley in Texas. Where's page 7 here? Hold on a second. Page 7, 487. Here we go. And where is it here? Gloria, here we go. For Jim Lampley, this is I don't know. We got no information on this group, Charlene. Okay, And I don't know the date here. There's no month. It's 1963. Where'd you get that date from, Charlene? From 45 Cat, I would bet. This is Marva and the Savoys, and I don't know who this Marva is. Hold on a second, folks. Let me just check something. Stephen McCrae. This is Whittington Music. Let me check the other side here. I'm just checking. I wonder, Coley. I wonder if that's Marva Cole. See, okay. Anyway, I would have found some info on this group. But anyway, let's, so this is for Jim Lampley here, 1963 release on the Coed record label. Her name is Marva and the Savoys. Okay, and I forget where I bought this record, but it was like on the cheap side. But anyway, it's called Don't Let Him Go. Marva and the Savoys from 1963 for Jim in Texas.
I don't want to do it, but I guess I'll have to. That boy, he's in my every dream. That boy, I thought he was so supreme until I found out that I'm second best. I've got to, can't you understand? They say things were caused by fate, but all I know of life, darling, is woman needs a mate, just like Adam and Eve. You for me. In every love, there are so many mistakes. But why? Why was I given so many to erase? Your friends, they just don't understand what our love was all about. And I can hear them in the street and wherever we meet. They all keep telling me, I can't take it. I just can't take it any longer. I just can't take it. I just can't take it any longer. I just can't take it. I just can't take it any longer. I just can't take it.
There you go. Better late than never. June 1963 release there for Marva and the Savoys. A kind of doo-wop-y sound there on the Coed record label. That's going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. It's called Don't Let Him Go is the name of that tune. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Joe Carrera. For this gal from Cincinnati, Ohio. Her first release came out in 1965 on the Champion record label. She did the original version of Tainted Love. You know that tune? That's a good tune she does, Tainted Love, in 1965. Then she has had two releases. No, I'm sorry. Then she recorded for the Uptown record label. And this is her first of two on the Minute label. This tune written by Buzz Clifford, Dave Manny. It's produced by Dallas Smith, arranged by Artie Butler. And wait a minute. She's got Buzz, is it Buzz Clifford? Charlene, Buzz Clifford recorded this on an acetate, okay, but it was unreleased. And then the Music Explosion released it in January 1968 on the Laurie record label. And then she would cover this in May of 1968. Let's give a listen to Gloria Jones here. Gloria Jones by request for Joe Carrera. This one from May of 1968. It's on Minute Records, and her rendition of the tune, What You Want, parentheses, Baby, I Want You. Gloria Jones for Joe Carrera. Well, and they're going out to a listener, Joe Carrera. That's the sound of Gloria Jones. Gloria Jones, May 1968 release on the Minute record label. What You Want, parentheses, Baby, I Want You is the name of the tune. She also has other releases on the Motown and the Capitol record labels. Johnny G here on a Wednesday as we're plowing through here on the program. Let's fill a request for listener Sue Levy in our YouTube chat room. He requested this artist born in Gregory, Arkansas. His real name, Johnny Lamont Merritt, but he recorded as Little Johnny Taylor. First recorded for the Swingin' label. Then he would have 15 releases on I thought this was Ray Shanklin's label, Charlene. Maybe not. She's got here Max Weiss's. Maybe it's Max Weiss's. Max Weiss's Galaxy Records, which is out of San Francisco, California. And this is his second release. This tune written by Clay Hammond and produced by Cliff Goldsmith, arranged by Ray Shanklin. And it has Arthur G. Wright on guitar, and this charted number 19 on the Billboard chart, number 1 on the R&B chart, and this is from July of '63. We send this one out to Sue Levy in our YouTube chat room, Little Johnny Taylor, and I guess we can call this his hit. It's called Part-Time Love for Sue Levy.
I'm gonna find me, Lord, I've got to find me a part-time love.
got to find me a part-time love. The next time my baby leaves me, I just got to have me a part-time love. There's one more thing I want to tell you right here. People in the cemetery, they're not all alone. Some turn to dust and some hell bone. I'd rather be dead 6 feet in my grave than to live lonely each and every day. She came home this morning. I asked her where had she been. She said, don't ask me no question, Daddy, because I'll be leaving again. That's why I got to find me. Lord, I've got to find me a part-time love. The next time my baby leave me, can't you see I got to have me a part-time love? And one more thing I want to say right here. Every time my baby leaves me, I have to suffer the whole time she's gone. Every time my baby leaves me, I have to suffer the whole time she's gone. But the next time my baby leave me, people can't see I just got to have me a part-time love. Wow, I'm talking about a love. One gonna stick by me when I get old. I'm talking about the kind of love that's gonna wash my dirty clothes.
There you go. That one there going out to Sue Levy in our YouTube chat room there. The sound of Little Johnny Taylor. Little Johnny Taylor on the Galaxy record label, July 1963. His, his second release for the Galaxy label. Part-Time Love is the name of the tune. And I have a used copy on that. I pulled out, I was going through and I was looking through the 70s stuff, found a whole bunch of his records. He's got a lot of records on Galaxy. 14, what did I say? He had 14, no. He had, what did I say? It was 15 releases on the Galaxy label. That's a lot. And that's a great label to collect. Lots of blues, and there's a rare group record on that label, too. One of the showcases. Reed, you got the showcases on the Galaxy label? I got that from Mike Noriega. Mike Noriega called me up. He was a big soul collector. He had to sell his collection, and he sold it at a good time that a lot of people were paying lots of money for the soul records at the time, and they still do. But he had to sell his collection. He had a family to raise, and they lived on his whole collection. Is what he did. But he used to do wheeling and dealing with Greg Surik quite a bit. But he got into the widow of this label, and he ended up getting 3 copies of that Showcases record, and he sold me one. So I said to him, and he wanted my limit on the record. So I said to him, I said, look, Mike, if I send you because I told him I couldn't pay for it all at once. So I said to him, look, if I can send you a check tomorrow, will you take $100 off the price? I didn't want to push it because I was getting it at a good price, and he decided to do it. And then so I ended up buying it. But you can't find that Showcases record anywhere. You'll hear that one, and it's from 1964, but it sounds like a 1950s vocal group record. But anyway, let us continue here. And I'm going through the request list here. Look at the request list. This is just for this show. This is the request list, okay? Of course, I'm trying to pick one for each of the requesters here. So we're going to pick one now for listener George Chestnut, who's been sitting patiently here. But he requested this group from Houston, Texas. Okay, you know this group. First recording for the Ovide label. I don't have many of their Ovide releases. I think I have one. I think, Reed, you have probably quite a few of their Ovide releases. I think they started back in, 1966 or 67. By 1968, they would have their biggest hit, which first came out, I think, it came out on Ovide. A song called The Tighten Up would be picked up by Atlantic Records for national distribution. But they would have 14 releases for the Atlantic label between 1968 and 1971. And George requested their 7th release. I think this is the B-side, though. The tune written and produced by Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff from August 1969. This is going out to George Chestnut. Let's give a listen to Archie Bell and the Drells on the Atlantic label. And it's called, maybe this is what Johnny G has to do because of the bad knees. It's called Giving Up Dancing for George Chestnut. Here you go, George, for you. I didn't think Copyright Police would come out on that record, but they did. There you go. That one there going out to a listener, George Chestnut there, the sound of Archie Bell and the Drells, August 1969 on the Atlantic record label. That is a written and produced tune by Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff. Giving Up Dancing is the name of the tune. That's for George Chestnut. George, did you give up dancing? I don't know. Really, you shouldn't. Johnny G's legs are killing me. That's because I'm not taking the Advil, Arch, as we continue here on the Vinyltreasure show. And I have to thank Bill Olb. He did a spectacular job on the last Thursday's show. He did an all 78 vinyl show here in the Johnny G studios. Bill will be coming back here. I think in September we talked about Bill. To be back here for another show here on the program. So stay tuned for that. We will be announcing it. But he said, Johnny G, you know, it's been pretty hot out. It's really been hot here on the on the East Coast, and he gave me 2 records relating to summer. I says, okay, we'll play a summer song for Bill Obe. This gal, you all know this gal from Brooklyn, New York, but she was raised in Tenafly, New Jersey. Her real name was Leslie Sue Goldstein, but you know her as Leslie Gore, and she was signed with the Mercury record label back in 1963. She had 29 releases on the Mercury record label. Of course, her first release, a song called It's My Party in 63, was a big hit for her, and Quincy Jones really produced a lot of her early stuff, and I like her records, I really do. And this is her 19th release. This tune written by Marvin Hamlish and Howard Liebing. And this is produced by Bob Crew. And it's arranged by Hutch Davey. This charted number 16 on the Billboard chart. This was a big #1 record on WCOL in Columbus, Ohio from December 1966 by request for listener Bill Obe in New Jersey. Miss Leslie Gore. Leslie Gore on the Mercury label. And she's singing about California Nights. Leslie Gore for Bill Obe. And this is on crappy styrene. I hate styrene 45s.
Along the sand, let's walk the shores together now. Yes, hand in hand. It's gonna be fair weather now. When the stars come out, stop to count 'em in the sky. Love California night. When I'm walking with you, hand in hand by the shore. Yes, I love California night. At the beach where we swim, with the tide rolling in. And there will be, beneath the midnight sky above, just you and me. And we will whisper words of love while the firelight softly flickers in the sand. Whoa, California night, with the breeze blowing in, the time for love to begin. I would miss California night if I went on my way, thinking now that I'll stay. Ooh, baby, love you, baby. Ooh, baby, love California night, always close as a kiss, nothing sweeter than this, and we'll stay California night, always close as a kiss.
Well, you knew it was going to happen sooner or later because you see, I got to the witching hour here, folks. I apologize for that, but the copyright police had nabbed Johnny G on the YouTube stream. So anyway, let's see. We'll try one more record, but I think it's not going to work. But we'll see. So let us That was there for Bill O. Bill O. We went over the we went over the mountain with this record here with the Copyright Police, December 1966. Leslie Gore on the Mercury record label with California Nights for listener Bill O. Let us continue here. Let's see if we get back here because we're going to go, I don't know here, we're going to go to New Orleans now, and this is for let's see. This is for, here we go. Dave in Yorkshire, okay? Dave in Yorkshire, the UK. Hold on a second, folks. Let me just find it. Okay. See, page 2, page 3. Is Johnny G coming back here? Yes. So up next, a request for Dave in Yorkshire. This, where is his? It's got to be on page 2, Charlene. I'm looking for his request. Here we go. This singer, born in Pensacola, Florida, he recorded for the Minute record label, and this is his third of six on the Minute record label. This charted number 80 on Billboard, number 28 on the R&B chart, and a big number 3 record on WOOK in Greenville, South Carolina from March 1962 for Dave in Yorkshire, UK. Benny Spelman. Benny Spelman on the Minute label, and the original version of Lipstick Traces, parentheses, on a Cigarette for Dave in Yorkshire.
Your pretty brown eyes, your wavy hair. I won't go home no more 'cause you're not there. I'm telling you now, like I told you before, I'm so in love with you. Don't leave me no more. Lipstick traces on a cigarette. Every memory lingers with me yet. I've got it bad like I told you before. I'm so in love with you. Don't leave me no more.
Won't you come on home?
Oh, won't you come on home?
Won't you come back home?
Oh, won't you come back home? I'm crazy about you, can't do without you. Oh, won't you come on home? Lipstick traces on a cigarette. Every memory lingers with me yet. I've got it bad like I told you before. I'm so in love with you. Don't leave me no more. I've got it bad like I told you before. I'm so in love with you. Don't leave me no more. Leave me no more. Don't leave me no more. Leave me no more. Oh, don't leave me no more. Leave me no more. Don't leave me no more. Leave me no more. Oh, don't leave me no more.
There you go. That one there by request for Dave in Yorkshire, UK. That's the sound of Benny Spelman. Benny Spelman there from I lost my place. March 1962 on the Minute record label, Lipstick Traces, parentheses, on a cigarette. You know, folks, it's not going to work for the YouTube police here because they're not going to allow me to do this. So anyway, but listen, we had a great run. Okay, we did have a great run, but so we're going to play the flip side of this as the closer tonight. So thank you all for tuning into the program tonight. I hope you enjoyed the Vinyl Treasure show this evening. If you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is a contact number. This is the first show of the week. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. We're doing a special countdown show from a week ending May 22nd, 1959 on a station out of Oakland, California. Very interesting thing. I'll be back on Saturday night with the 1950s and early 60s records played by year. So you want to tune in, get me your requests. You can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If this show by any chance gets blocked and is not available on YouTube, you can always go to vinyltreasures.net. I'll be sure to post the show tomorrow morning on that website, so at least you can hear it. You know, if they make me take down a record or whatever, it'll be there in its entirety. They can't force me to take it off my website. But anyway, so I want to thank everybody for tuning into the program tonight. Thank you, Charlene, again, for all your help. And I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Let me flip this over here with an instant request from Mark Spec. Okay. The Benny Spelman tune. I've played this before, too, by the way. But they're going to shut this down, too. Okay. Might as well let it go. Okay. All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. Thank you for tuning in to the program. Again, making this a special show here. My shows here on YouTube have been doing really well, and thanks to you, the listeners. So tell your friends about this program, and we will continue with more Vinyl Treasure Show in the future, and we'll have more guests here in the studio also to spin their 45s and 78s. But I'll be back, like I said, tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. I'll see some of you on Saturday night at 9 p.m., so make sure you get your requests to me, vinyltreasures@aol.com. So thank you all. Thank you, Charlene, again for your help. We're going to close tonight with Benny Spelman, an instant request for listener Mark Spec, and another original version of a tune. They're going to shut this down too, folks, so you better watch it while you can. This is Benny Spelman with Fortune Teller by request for Mark Spec, an instant request. It's our closer tonight. Everybody stay well. Have a great remainder of the week. I'll see some of you tomorrow, if not on Saturday night. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go, Mark, for you.
Went to a fortune teller, had my fortune read. I didn't know what to tell her. I had a dizzy feeling in my head. Then she took a look at my palm. She said, "Sonny, you feel kind of warm." She looked into a crystal ball and said, "You're in love." I said, "How could that be so? I'm not tight with none of the girls I know." She said, "When the next sun arrives, you be looking up in her eyes." I left there in a hurry, all looking forward to my big surprise. The next day I discovered that the fortune teller told me a lie. I hurried back down to that woman, mad as I could be. I told I didn't see nobody, why she made a fool of me. Then something struck me, as if it came from up above. While looking at the fortune teller, I fell in love.
I'm married to the fortune teller. We're happy as we can be. And now I get my fortune told for free.